Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Lois and welcome back to Terraria Journey Mode. In the last episode, we defeated the twins, which is the final mechanical boss which unlocked Plantera. And we did some other stuff, and I don't remember what all we did. But I know what we're going to be doing today. And that is, well, we need to start working towards, oh cool, duplicating things for one. See, I remember last episode we tried to go fish in honey, and I thought there was something weird about it. Turns out I was wrong. Fishing in honey is just like fishing in water. You just need a lot less stuff for it. I have organized my chest a little bit, but I don't remember exactly. I think this is the fishing consumable stuff. But then I also had... I don't know where to put those. I guess these guys are bait, so they go with the fishing stuff. But as you can see, I've got a lot of things kind of worked through. Let's go ahead and open a bunch of these and see if we get anything good. Not really. Let's go ahead and quick stack everything. Made it a lot simpler to kind of organize things. So this is weapons and gems and all that kind of stuff. Potions go in here, for example. But I did complete the fishing quest for the angler and was able to get the angler pants, which we can then duplicate. And they are considered armor. Interesting. I forgot to put all of that stuff on. Oh well. So now we have all the angler armor, so fishing is going to be a little bit easier. I also have a chest over here full of things that we're working on. So I have some more things to collect. I went to the cold area, the underground snow, which I don't remember where it's at. It's over here by the dungeon. Did a little exploration down here, and I think it was for a fish. Actually, I can find out. Yeah, it was for Fishron. It's in miscellaneous Fishron. So I got a bunch of stuff, including I actually got an armored frozen turtle shell, which is something I've been wanting to get in the expert mode playthrough. So we can duplicate all of this stuff, and we'll go ahead and do that. Got a bunch of red ice just from digging around, and we had a bunch of beeswax. We killed the queen bee last episode. We can also make some new stuff with the illegal gun parts and our mini shark. We can make, can't we? Guide, what do I need? Oh, right. We need to make the mega shark, we need shark fins, and we're working on that. So today's episode, we're going to be farming up some items. That is kind of the plan for the most part. Let's see. Bee stuff goes in there. And then blocks. We're going to be farming up some items because what I want to do is I want to get the Ankh Shield. And in order to do that, we're going to need to go get a bunch of things. So I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to head to the dungeon. And a lot of this I'm going to kind of do off camera, but we'll do a little bit of exploration, fighting, all that kind of stuff on camera. But we are going to have to do some of it off camera as well, just because it's going to take forever otherwise. You know, before we go, we'll make a side trip. So one thing that we need to do, we have a bunch of the stuff for our cell phone as well. And I recently learned there's another item that requires a bunch of stuff, but we'll get to that once we can. It requires some other things. And I've even organized, like, this is all the consumables, potions, all that kind of fun stuff. Blocks and miscellaneous. Ores. Which, getting close to on some of those. These are like plant stuff, and we can sort these a little bit. They don't sort too well, but shark fins, that's what we're gonna want. So yeah, we're gonna go to the ocean first. We're gonna farm up some sharks. I'm gonna kind of show off how I'm gonna do that. But yeah, we need a bunch of items for the Ankh Shield. Currently we have two. We have the Obsidian Shield, which is pretty nice. We actually have one of those equipped. But then we also need we also have the vitamins which come from the floaty grosses in the Crimson. So that's kind of nice. That's the only source I'm aware of vitamins, and they're like a 1% drop chance. So it's not something we can get a lot of very easily. Other items we are going to need. We're going to need a trifold map, and that has two big sources, giant bats and light mummies, which we can get light mummies. That is something we can do. But giant bats will probably be easier. That we'll just find kind of underground caving. Then we have the fast clock, which comes from normal mummies, wraiths, or pixies. Pixies is probably going to be the source for that one. We'll need armor polish, which is why we're going to one of the reasons why we're going to the dungeon. That drops from a bunch of different armored bone enemies. The blindfold, which comes from corrupt slimes and crimson slimes, I do believe, plus dark mummies. Or blood mummies, I guess, because that's I used a 1.3 source for the enemies, and dark mummies used to spawn in Crimson Deserts, and I don't think they do anymore. I believe it is a different type of mummy now. Speaking of mummies, for the Crimson Deserts, but I don't think we have that, so we'll probably have to resort to Crimson Slimes. I think drop it. I'll have to look into that one a little bit. But the idea is this episode we're going to kind of break it up, and I'm going to show a little bit of the farming, but for the most part, we need to get all the items. And before we do anything else, we're going to get sharks. And real quick, do we have access to water breathing? No. Oh, that's a little bit of a shame. But if we kind of hang out, we could make a farm for the ocean. But I don't know if that would be all that great. We could grab all of this. But yeah, so what we're gonna need to do is get sharks. I'm gonna have to go surface. And then we should be able to get the drop. But yeah, water creatures will kind of go towards you if you are in water. So what we can do is we could make a little bit of a farm. I've done this in the past. That would allow us to farm up all the ocean creatures. But I think what I'll do instead, because how many do we need? We're going to need 25 in total. That's going to take a little bit of time. But what we can honestly do is make a little bit of a thing here. Let's go ahead and break that. And just get a little bit of water. We might need a little bit more. And just a little bit of water that we can stand in. We'll get a platform or two. Place down a piggy bank. Oh hey, it's a dolphin. Can we catch the dolphins? I don't know anything about dolphins, but that's kind of cool. But what we can do is grab... I don't have any on me. Let's quick stack stuff. And then we'll do something like this. And get a water candle. Or 99 of them. Honestly, I should store these in here as well. And that will increase spawns. So then hopefully we can get some sharks. I might need to do this in the middle of the farm, but I'm going to set this up. I'm going to just kind of set here and do this for a little bit. Something else I can always do alongside this is just go ahead and fish. because why not? I guess we can't really do anything unless we're sitting here, but yeah, we can just kind of fish, do whatever. You know, I might actually go ahead and build the fish farm in the ocean. We can expand it later, but if we just make the basic one, then that will give us a lot of sharks. I know from past experience it's great for that. So I'll tell you guys what, I'm going to do that, and we'll come back once it's built, and then we can, I'll show off how it works, all that kind of fun stuff, and we'll go from there. So I will be back once I have a little bit of a structure built for the fish farm. So yeah, be back when that's done. Alright, so my farming got cut a little bit short. I was trying to farm a little bit, but I actually had to eat dinner and all that kind of fun stuff. So I realized I say fun stuff a lot. So I had quit the game out, and I had walked back over here because restarting the game started me back at spawn. And, well, it's a blood moon, which is actually really good. We want a blood moon. Because we're going to fish. And I don't have any of my buffs. But that was a hurtful vampire frog staff. Interesting. So that was a thing. Let's fish some more. There is a handful of things we can get from fishing. It's actually really nice. And I wanted to summon a blood moon anyway, so this is just kind of convenient that it happened automatically. Now, we're going to continue fishing because there is a couple things we want to get from the blood moon, which might actually put our some of our plans aside, just delaying them for a little bit. But hey, we got a pirate map. That's good. We want to get those two. That's going to allow us to start summoning in the pirates more often, so we can farm the pirates. And yeah, so I set this little system up, basically just standing in the water here. I didn't get that many sharks. Sharks are really hard to get. There is an easier way, which we might look into eventually. And that is the other thing I want. I want bloody tears. So let's go ahead and continue fishing. And that's a crate we can't actually pick up. So let's quick stack everything. And I'm hoping we can get something really nice from the blood moon. And then if need be, we will make more. What is this? A seaside crate. So I guess we'll put this in here. Same with the seaside crate. And the swordfish, which we will... Actually, let's go ahead and put trout in here, as well as... let's quick stack everything. Okay, luckily we can kill things fairly easily. That's a dolphin. I'm gonna kill it. I don't know if the dolphins are used for anything at all. That's something I'll have to look into. But this kind of put a little bit of a damper on my plans, but at the same time it didn't. There's a lot of enemies that actually give us things we want from the blood moon. So next thing we're gonna do, let's go ahead and pull open the research menu. We're gonna start researching swordfish. We got a fast clock. That's one of the things I wanted to get. We're gonna go ahead and research that. We'll get that taken care of later. Let's put this back down, and we can quick stack things as need be. Stay away. Alright. There we go. Let's just clear out a whole bunch of things. There is something... That is a turtle that keeps like coming after us. There is a couple things that I really want to get. Hey, Angry Clown, we got something else. Banana rings. Alright, so we can research that. Possessed armor. Wraiths. Demon eyes we already had. Hurtful vampire frog staff. Interesting. I do want to keep fishing. There are like 5 Blood Moon exclusive fish enemy things that we can get. I'm just kind of looking to see if there's anything else. Do I still have the blood? Battle potion is still on. Cool. And then the shark tooth necklace, which is another material. Actually a really good one, but we'll worry about that later. Let's summon our pirates back, because they're much stronger. And let's fish some more. So the hope is that we'll get some of these mini-bosses type things. Clowns can drop good things as well. I don't remember what the clowns can drop, because I don't think I wrote it down. But the clowns can drop a item we need for the Ankh Shield. The dribblers and bloody zombies can drop some things that we want. And we'll kind of see what we can get. But let's continue fishing. And there's always the chance we'll get the thing we want. But we're going to have to... Aha! So there is a wandering eye fish. That is another thing. We got another bloody tear and a chum bucket. That is the other thing we want to find. So let's quick stack. We can grab some stuff. And it's also raining. I don't think that matters for blood moons, but it does make unique enemies. So let's see, what can we throw in here? Let's put the chum buckets in there. Yeah, like the angry nemesis, but it's still a blood moon. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the dolphins. They don't seem to do anything, which is kind of strange. But, unfortunately the rain is going to ruin our drops a little bit. But that's okay. So once the blood moon's done, I might... There's something else. A blood eel. So this is a hard mode exclusive enemy. And he also drops chum buckets. So we're going to come back over here, quick stack, get some more stuff, and the chum buckets, we'll get to that in a moment, what they do. Let's go ahead and throw these in here, I guess. And eventually, I want to kill a lot of dribblers. There's also a bride, which is a good thing to find. Another bloody tear. I think we have enough of those. Alright, let's continue fishing. It's a relatively high chance to get the enemies. And another seaside crate. That's nice. We killed another dribbler, which might give us the thing we want. Sawtooth shark, that's another item that we can research. I don't think we've had. Same with the dribbler. Sawtooth shark and the swordfish, which we got, are just kind of silly little... They're fishing items that are swords and... chainsaws, respectively. So they're pretty useful, but they're not as useful as they used to be. There used to be an item that you could get that kind of broke all the sequence of the game. You can't get that anymore. At least it doesn't break the sequence anymore. If we get it, I'll talk about it then. Just kind of trying to look through things. We need to kill the dribblers. Those drop one of the things we want. But we're also going to fish and hopefully get the one boss that I'd like to see. But so far, no luck. Alright, so we'll just continue doing this. Hemoglobin shark. That is another thing. And they hurt. And we got a massive hammeraxe. Cool. 34 melee damage is not that great. But On the other hand, it is a unique item, so that's always nice. Let's go ahead. 80 hammer power. It can actually break break all the stuff. But it is now day, unfortunately. Raincoat. Not very useful. Okay, and we can get the Bloody Tears. So we can now get Blood Moons whenever we want them. And that's really nice. We didn't get all the items I wanted, but that's fine. Anyways, I'll tell you guys what. I'm going to farm the sharks another time. Actually, there's a bunch of things already down here. And I don't know how many of these we're actually grabbing, but looks like our little friend was busy. Oh, jellyfish necklace. I want that. I don't care about the I don't care about the glow sticks. Cool. We are also dying currently. I don't believe we need that, but that is a shark fin. We do need to heal because I'm very quickly dying. And let's get out of there. Okay, cool. So we got a lot of things there. Not much to talk about, but unfortunately we didn't get what I wanted, which was the money trough. That is one of the better items in the game, because it basically is the piggy bank, but it's a usable item. It's like a pet almost, so it's a lot easier to use. Okay. So a lot of this stuff, if we need to, we can get rid of. Now, I was talking earlier, and for me, this is multiple hours earlier, about the items we need to get. So we got a fast clock. That is good. You know what? Let's go ahead and head back home, because our inventory is incredibly full. So the question is, do we have the Bloody Tear? The Bloody Tear should be in here, because we've been working towards that. Alright, so we should be able to quick stack everything. And looks like tuna has to go in here somewhere. I don't know what the seahorses are, like what's with those, but we'll put them in here. It's like our critters area. And I guess we can put some of these dyes in here as well. The jellyfish necklace we can go ahead and research. That goes in there. Those are weapons. That can go in there. Actually, those are mob items, so they go in here. Okay. So, I gotta remember where I put summon items. We got 2 seaside crates. We need a lot of those. Goblin tech stays in there. And all that stuff can go in there. Cool. So we have the pirate maps. We have enough of those to research, which is really nice. So we can put those in there. And that basically allows us to do to fight the pirates whenever we want. And since we're here, let's talk to Bobby. Mutant Flink's Fin. Alright. I don't think we have that. No. So what we're gonna do, let's get our buffs up. And we can get the fast clock, which is another accessory that we are going to need. We got that from, I think the clown, actually. I don't see it. Oh man, there it is. So we can put that in here. And we're going to head to the dungeon. So what we need in the dungeon, so the next thing that I want to talk about for what we need. So the last one was the blindfold. We'll have to get it from the Crimson Slimes. I think that's going to be the easiest way, unless the desert on this side. I know we have a light desert. I don't think we have any dark desert. No, it doesn't look like it. Or like a Crimson Desert, I guess is what it'd be called. I meant just like a negative corruption. Which would be corruption. Anyways. So yeah, what we need to do is we'll need to farm the Crim Slimes for the Blindfold. Which is just going to be hanging around here. Probably underground a little bit. I don't actually know. Probably in the big area where we fought the boss. The next item we're going to need is the Nazir, which is mostly found. The easiest way to find it is definitely in the dungeon. The sources are the enchanted weapons. So there is 3 different enchanted weapons. We'll have 2 in our world. One is a Crimson version, a Corruption version, and then a Hollow version. We obviously will not have the Corruption version. We might have a Frost Spirit, which could be really good. We'll know soon enough. But yeah, so we'll have to get the Nazir. Again, from either the enchanted weapons, or we can get it from a cursed skull in the dungeon. So another enemy that drops it. Another reason to go to the dungeons. Let's actually hang around the winter area for just a little bit. We need to go into the winter underground at some point. We might do that a little bit next episode, because there's a lot of things we don't have down there. But there is a unique enemy that we can find in a snowstorm. So we'll run back and forth like maybe one more time. So yeah, the Nazir we're going to try to get from the Cursed Skull in the dungeon. So the next item we're going to need is a megaphone. It drops from pixies in the Hollow, or from dark mummies. Again, I had fries, cool. Dark mummies are not going to be possible. I'm going to assume that crimson mummies will also spawn with it, but that is not the easiest thing to get. So obviously, probably won't. Let's actually pop a battle potion, and that might help. But the last 2 items. So one is the Bezoar, which is the anti-poison item, which we can find from. There's a couple of jungle enemies, and then the toxic sludges. These guys can drop those as well, but mostly it's going to be the hornets, and that's probably going to be the easiest thing to go farm. So that's not too bad. And then the bandages, which come from, there is an enemy in the dungeon, the rusty armored bones, werewolves and anglerfishes. So probably going to farm the dungeon for a lot of the stuff. Now, I don't believe there's any. The dungeon doesn't grow restless until after you beat Plantera, so we don't have to worry about some of the enemies that will show up, such as the Paladin or Master Lee. So Angry Bones, we're going to get a lot of bones from this, just the way it is. But yeah, anything that's armored can drop the armor polish, which is something we're going to want. So yeah, not much to say about that. I think what I'm going to do is just kind of walk around here for a while and see if I can't get some stuff to spawn. See, there is probably a lot of, yeah, spike stuff down here. Alright, let's actually just get like this. And I do know that we need a few more spikes, so we're going to just take a bunch of these. Okay. Did I ever summon a second one of these guys? I don't think I did. So yeah, I'm gonna find some place that's relatively nice and safe, and just kind of farm up the dungeon. I know that there is a little bit of importance on like where you're at depends on what spawns, but I don't think that matters too much for what we're after. We can kind of see, or I guess I can kind of see as we go, but I'm going to spend some time farming in the dungeon, and I will let you guys know. So here's a curse ball. Those drop the Nazirs. And yeah, I'm just gonna do what I can, try to find as much stuff as I can, and hopefully not die. So I will be back once I have a little bit more stuff to report, and we'll go from there. So yeah, be back once I have, hopefully, let's see, the armor polish and the bandage and the Nazir. So that's the plan. We'll see if I can get those. So be back in a while. Alright, well, that was a lot shorter of a segment than I thought it was going to be. And not because we got anything. In fact, all I've gotten, I did find a bunch of treasure chests. I've unlocked a lot more of the dungeon itself. But yeah, there's another Blood Moon. Wow, there's 2 chests here. I have found one thing that I didn't have from a chest before, so I'm grabbing that because why not? Cobalt Shield. Basically anything I don't have already, I am grabbing. But, yeah, there's another Blood Moon, so we're going to go back to the ocean and do things with that. Blue bricks. Spikes, will get those. Luckily, I have found quite a few crystals, but nothing's dropped anything yet. Dark Caster, we found a handgun, which you can get from the gold chest. And then I also found a shield statue, which doesn't really do much. I found some other things, but finding that shield statue actually is a good segue into how we're actually going to get the sharks. I think what I'm going to do, because it'll be a little bit more straightforward. Oh, that's just water. We could... Nah, let's go to the ocean, because we can get a lot of things. Oh. I never knew that dressers, one, were storage. I've never used a dresser in this game. Is this the way we need to go? No. Next one over. I never knew you could customize your clothing from that. Interesting. But yeah, didn't really do all that much in here. Mostly because it really hasn't been that much time. Let's just go through here. But yeah, we'll go to the ocean, maybe get the shark fins that we need. And plus we can catch other things. So, it won't be all lost. And yeah, maybe we can get some of the other things to spawn, some of the other, what are they even called? Blood Moon fishing enemies, I guess? I don't know. If we can get some more of those guys to spawn, that would be kind of cool. But we need to get out of the dungeon, and that's not the easiest thing. But, it's not that bad. It's mostly just a vertical shaft for that section, and then the ocean is pretty close. But yeah, there was another Blood Moon that spawned. Might as well take advantage of it. No reason not to. And yeah, that's probably going to be where we end off for the episode today. I know, I wanted to get the Ankh Shield. I'll probably come back and farm some items. Oh hey, werewolves. That is also really good. because that is another... Hey, look, an ice golem. That's the thing that we wanted to find. So, we just had a bunch of things go right for us. So there is our first frost core. We'll take a look soon. 3 of them. That's a little bit annoying. Moon charm. Cool. Let's go ahead and research that. But we did get 1 item. Another bride. Don't really care about most of these guys. So let's go ahead and head back to the ocean. Fortunately, it's been too long that I only have 1 of the pirates left, but yeah, we might be able to get some of the cool drops from the ocean that we need. Might be able to get some other stuff too. Let's go ahead and throw away some stuff that we don't need. Keep that. We don't need bones. We have so many bones. We don't need any more blue bricks or shiver thorns. Spikes will keep. Fries will keep. And yeah, we're gonna keep that. We don't need... Oh, didn't mean to open that. What are these turtles? Sea turtles. The sea turtles don't seem to hurt, but I wonder if we can catch them. Well, oh, don't tell me. It's night's almost over. We gotta go fast. Let's go ahead and... There is a wandering eye fish, and we got what I wanted. Awesome. So all in all, it doesn't really matter anymore. I don't care anymore. Got what I wanted, and that's all that that's all that matters. So let's go ahead and fish some more. We got another sawtooth shark. More pirate stuff, more werewolf stuff. By the way, if you don't know, the banners, the whole point of those is to... Oh, that was a mermaid dude. It's kind of creepy. The whole point of the banners is once you kill somebody of the same enemy, every 50 you get another banner. And the purpose of them is to... Ooh, that's a new item. Is to give you basically strength buffs against those enemies when you fight them like normally. So if that is hanging up and you find a werewolf or whatever, you get a buff against them. And there's an adhesive bandage. That is one of the other items we need. That's what the werewolves can drop. So we don't have to fight the rusty bones. So we got 2 items that we need today. All things considered, that's not too bad. Let's kill him. I just want to try to get as many of the rare spawning enemies as I can. And then we'll take a look at the... Okay, that's it. It is no longer... it is no longer night. Okay. So, what did we get? We got a pirate map. I would say let's set down our piggy banks, but we don't have to. We have a money trough now. And the money trough is an amazing thing. Equipment, accessories, miscellaneous? Miscellaneous. So we can use the money trough to summon a flying piggy bank. Wow, I can speak. And that's awesome. So let's quick stack everything. The chum buckets, toss in water 3 times to increase fishing power. That is what that does. So unholy arrows we can get rid of. We got another moon charm. and another sawtooth shark. We also got some shrimp. I guess one shrimp. And a jellyfish. Let's go ahead and duplicate some of the stuff. Blood zombie. I believe we have enough chum buckets now to duplicate those. Werewolf banner. So yeah, this gives us bonuses against things. I think it's mostly like more damage, but I believe it can also be things like more defense or whatever. There is an adhesive bandage, not badge, and then throw that in there. Same with the shrimp, tuna. Cool. So let's research all of the fishies, and there is still a lot of things we can get more of, but we're actually doing pretty good, all things considered. We do have 3 shrimp, so we'll go ahead and do that. Fish and shrimps are usually used for like various like food items. You can make a lot of different foods, and we have 13 of the 25 shark fins, so we're not getting many of these items, which is not good. We need to get more of them. But glow sticks, lenses, we don't need most of this stuff. Anyways, I think that is going to be it for today's episode. Between episodes, I am going to go farming various items from various places and just see what we can get. Probably going to, let's go ahead and teleport back home. Probably going to go head to the dungeon, try to get the armor polish and the Nazir, as well as I'll probably try to farm the blindfold and whatever else I can get. Unfortunately, a megaphone from Pixies, that would be good. So just trying to get anything and everything I can. That'll be my plan. Fish of Cthulhu, I don't think we've caught that one yet. No, so I'll have to go get that too. And, you know, do my normal stuff. So that is the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hopefully I can have everything together for the Ankh Shield by next episode. And I'm going to continue just collecting items and whatnot. Just kind of off camera. Some of the stuff doesn't matter too much. But adhesive bandage we're going to place in here. And before I forget, we do have, if I hit restock over here-ish. Oh, I know I have spikes. Yeah, there they are. We can duplicate spikes. And black ink. So, cool. But I'm going to sort through inventory, go fishing, and go hunting enemies. And yeah, we'll do some more stuff next time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!